Now, for months, the Fox 5 Eye team has raised questions about some over-the-counter stem cell products marketed as medical magic and sold at high prices to sick patients.
Well, now major changes are underway in an industry that is growing across the country. And senior Fox 5 Eye team reporter Dale Russell says Emory Orthopedics and Spine Center is launching a one-of-a-kind stem cell study that could help guide patients in this process.
That's right, Russ, and they're very excited about it. Emory sports medicine physician Dr. Ken Mountner says Emory and other orthopedic departments plan a one-of-a-kind 2-year study of 3 different stem cell procedures, and he's very hopeful of what it will show. With all the questions surrounding the promising and at times troubling world of stem cell therapy, Emory Orthopedics and Spine Center hopes to find some answers. Fair for us to call this a first of its kind study in this field?
For sure. Yeah, landmark study for sure.
Emory sports physician Dr. Ken Mountner says Emory and other orthopedic research centers plan a 2-year study of 500 patients, researching 3 different stem cell therapies to treat osteoarthritis in the knees.
This is probably the largest stem cell study that has ever been done.
The approved Emory study comes at a critical time. You said that you are using live stem cells and injections into patients? There's been an explosion of stem cell clinics across the country, with doctors and chiropractors marketing cryogenically frozen fluids from a donor mother's umbilical cord that are supposed to contain live stem cells. They inject the fluid into a patient's back, knees, joints, promising to rejuvenate cells and eliminate pain. But there's one major problem. CDC Dr. Krista Powell says those umbilical cord blood products are not approved for these type of injections.
What we're talking about are products that are illegally marketed, so products that are they don't have FDA approval, they are unapproved and unproven.
The only thing that's wrong with her is arthritis, and then the next day she's fixing to die.
In Texas, Elaine Dilley's mother and 2 other patients filed a lawsuit against a manufacturer, distributor, clinic, and 2 doctors, claiming they got a contaminated stem cell product that not only made them violently ill, but contained no living cells and therefore no stem cells. The defendants denied any wrongdoing. Is it in your mind a fraud?
Yes.
Because people aren't getting what they think they're getting.
Correct.
If I could get you to sign. Okay. Right there for me.
Closer to home, the I-team attended a free seminar where Superior Healthcare Group vowed their live stem cell injections can help reverse osteoarthritis, some heart and lung disease, sometimes even Parkinson's and cancer. What did they tell you about the stem cell?
Oh, that it was going to fix everything.
After attending a similar Superior Healthcare Group seminar, Cheryl Armstrong signed up for multiple treatments for back, knee, and hip pain.
I think they're relying on the hoopla they do at these seminars. They get people who are really desperately hurting and in pain, and they're looking for hope to fix it.
She signed a human amniotic fluid consent form to allow the clinic to perform stem cell injections. After the first injections, she complained to the FDA that she suffered from massive burning and tingling in my hands and canceled her next scheduled treatment. In a letter to Superior Healthcare, Cheryl's attorney demanded her money back, calling the clinic's amniotic purported stem cell injection program a total sham.
They're taking advantage of people, that they're hurting people, and they're lining their pockets full of money.
Superior Healthcare wrote back stating Cheryl received injections of amniotic cellular tissue and platelet-rich plasma and was scheduled later to get a stem cell treatment using her own bone marrow. The clinic doctor wrote that he was sorry to hear that she was still in pain. However, not receiving the second phase of therapy certainly can affect outcomes. They refunded her money. Cheryl also filed a complaint against Superior Healthcare with the Attorney General's office. We asked to see a copy of the complaint. The AG told us by law they couldn't release the complaint, writing, "Our investigation of this entity is currently pending."
I actually think that enforcement should be more aggressive in trying to stop.
Emory University medical ethicist Dr. Paul Root Wolpe fears regulators like a state attorney general or the Food and Drug Administration can't keep up with an exploding industry that makes so much money selling hope to so many people.
People have been harmed, significantly harmed, by bogus stem cell treatments.
He wants federal regulators to do more to protect patients from what the FDA has already called bad actors in the stem cell industry.
It's very disturbing when any profession plays on its public trust to mislead people. And I think it's the worst kind of betrayal.
Now Emory hopes to discover whether stem cell treatments work on osteoarthritis, which treatment works best. They plan to compare umbilical cord stem cell treatments with stem cells taken from a patient's own body, either bone marrow or fat tissue. The answer, at least for arthritis in the knees, perhaps one study away.
We're trying to do the right things. We're trying to move the field forward as well as help patients feel better versus these companies that are most likely trying to make a large profit and are making completely false claims without any evidence behind them.
Now, the study is funded by a $13 million grant from the Marcus Foundation, and Dr. Mountainer believes at the end of the study, they'll have a good idea of which treatment works best for different types of patients. Russ, Sine.
All right. Thanks so much, Dale.